What's going on, y'all? This is Masterpiece. Y'all already know what it is. I'm out here in Canada, and I'm just here to bang on the sport world real quick. You dudes out there really got to give up this sports nonsense, man. You guys get frustrated when your team loses, which messes up your anatomy. You guys get all happy when they win, which sets you up for an even bigger fall when they lose. You guys are ready to fight each other. When the next city comes to your city, you're ready to fight. You're ready to start brawls. But when it comes to people being snatched up, when it comes to kids missing, when it comes to new pipelines, everybody's silent. Nobody's saying nothing. This whole sport homosexual thing has to go. You dudes, look, you dudes sit around and watch a bunch of men play games and sweat. No, no, no. Let's be real about it. All right? It's real good athleticism. Don't get me wrong. People are flying through the air, can do shit I can't do. But since when does that deserve money? Usually, when you're performing miracles or when you're doing something out of the ordinary, you're helping people. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really helping people. For example, that myth, Jesus. Jesus was some fake, extraordinary dude who helped people. But he didn't get paid for it. He didn't even want paid for it. It's a fake story. But most people, I would say, in the sports world, in the NFL, in the NBA, in hockey, I would say most of them come from Christian families. When they get their awards, when celebrities get their awards, do they not say, I couldn't have done this without our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? That is, that's white supremacy, first of all. Second of all, it's completely trapping you down. You are giving your talent away, something that you worked, so you got up 4 a.m. every day to go to the gym, and now you're giving your praises to Jesus who's never existed. Okay? You do the national anthem, something that not everybody agrees with. They stand up, they put their hand on their heart. Some people are even crying during it. And we're all watching these men. We're all watching these buff, strong men getting ready to push up on each other. MMA, these men sweating, grappling each other. It's athleticism. It's dope. But, I mean, you're taking time out of your own life to watch these dudes. You're paying their checks. If we don't watch sports, you think the sports are going to be played? If nobody watched sports, nobody would play them. If people didn't pay people millions of dollars to shoot balls through baskets, do you think that they'd be playing? No. There's better places for this money to be allocated, okay? You got people out there doing real differences, people out there with real talent that can really make a difference in people's lives. Yet you got these dumb athletes who can only talk about statistic, percentages, taking advantage, uh, you know, capitalizing on the opportunity, running back. That's all they know. In the off season, they're watching other sports. They're watching other dudes play sports. They're keeping up an athlete's mind. If you went into the typical NBA player's mind, it'd be two mice on a fucking wheel spinning round and round and round. Okay, and none of them are talking about what's happening in America with the cops and the black people. None of them are boycotting it. None of them are sitting out. You had that one Kaepernick guy who won't even go on the field. Now he's kneeling on the field. So he's basically bowing to he's taking a knee. It's like you do for the queen. You go down, you take a knee for the queen. It's sad, yo. These athletes, they have real strong power to lead. People want to follow them. If LeBron's wearing Nike, 50 million kids are wearing Nikes. If LeBron chose to go with Adidas, those 50 million kids would switch to Adidas in a heartbeat. Okay, so we got these people that are really good role models. Well, they're in a role model position, but they're not using their role modelship to get people out of the gutter, to change the world, to stop and to not acquiesce and to say no. Say, we're not going to play another game until this person gets the proper charge for killing that dude. We're not playing these games until this whole police force is restructured. These athletes get millions of dollars for playing games. Games. Okay? They're games. Heads or tails. You win. You get the ball. Okay? You bring the ball up, you score. They bring the ball down, they score. You bring the ball up, they steal it. They bring the ball down, they score. You lose. Whole nation's crying. Getting drunk now. Can't believe it. They got to drink themselves to sleep now because their team lost. It's just ridiculous, man. These guys are playing games. You're playing games. No, they're sports. No, it's a game. Come on, it's a game. It's a game. It's just a game. It's a game. Like, imagine $2 million in 1 year for being a chess master. Imagine $50 million over 5 years for playing checkers. These are games. Heads or tails, you go first. Tic-tac-toe, you lose, you win. 20 mil. I want you to understand. Like, yeah, they're going to play a game. Yo, we got a game tonight. Yeah, but understand, it's a game. Like, understand that. Children play games. Hey, what's your child doing? He's playing a game. Oh, what'd you get your children for Christmas? I got them a bunch of games. Hey, man, you're 40 years old. What are you doing? Oh, I play games. Oh, really? But you're driving a Beamer and a Maybach. Yeah, I play games. Oh, what kind of games? Oh, basketball. I take a ball, I bounce it. I bounce the ball, and then I shoot the ball. And the ball goes in, and I get money. It sounds like a retard. I shoot the ball. I shoot the ball, and the ball goes in the basket. I get money. I talk to kids, and I try to inspire them to be athletes too. I go to schools and tell them, yo, focus on sports more. Even the girls. Oh no. I didn't go over the line, did I? I said even the girls. Uh-oh. Well, let's talk about that. Football. Boxing. MMA. Volleyball. What do? Football. You're getting checked. Boom. Basketball. What are you doing? You're getting guarded. Hand in the stomach. Soccer. Getting checked. You're catching balls here. Off your stomach. Volleyball. You're diving for the ball. All on your stomach. MMA. You're getting punched. All up in your torso. Men don't have nothing to ruin. We don't got nothing to ruin. We're made to be shitted on. We're made to do shitty work, the hard work. Everybody knows that. That's not even sexist. Men are stronger than women. Our bones are thicker than women. The thicker your bones are, the more surface area you have muscle to and tendons to grab onto, making and it makes your ratio of like your lifting ratio increase. A chimpanzee's bones are slightly thicker than ours, and they could drag us no problem across the floor. No problem. A woman profession in saving lives, or cops, or firefighters, paramedics, they lift less to qualify. I'm not knocking them. Everybody knows this. I'm not knocking it. I hear even the biggest feminists, people who think they're feminists, say, oh yeah, I was a girl, I couldn't lift it, I had to get him to lift it. Cool, that's no problem, whatever, I'm here to lift it, baby, I'm cool. But the fact is, when you go shopping, and Dr. Valentine brought this to my attention, if you don't know Dr. Phil Valentine, look him up. When you go shopping, right, the thing that you're most gentle with is the eggs, right? You do all your shopping, you put the eggs on top. You're loading up the bag, you put the eggs on top last. You're gentle with them. But remember, If you take the egg from the top and the bottom and you squeeze it as hard as you cannot break that egg. Okay, it's a hard surface, okay? It's protected. Yet you have women that who have very, very tiny little eggs connected to their little ovaries, very fragilely, very delicately. And they're being checked, punched, knocked on the ground, diving back and forth. Now, this is cool if a woman knows this, but for the most part, females don't know how fragile that system is because they're brainwashed into wanting to prove themselves by doing men things. There's no space for a woman to create right now in this messed up man's world. And that's the problem. Women don't have their own space to create something of their own. They want to excel in soccer, men's sports that dates back hundreds of years. They want to play hockey and basketball, which dates back hundreds of years. You can see field hockey in the Egyptian walls, okay, in Kemet. So and it was all men. Throughout all of history, you would see the men playing sports and the women watching the men play sports, okay? Because men give off the pheromones. Women see that. They're amazed by the athletic ability. Men are amazed by their natural beauty. You know what I mean? Those curves. When us men are just straight and women are curvy, you know? They get attracted when we play the game. They know we got the endurance and the strength and we can protect. But when a woman wants to come up and prove herself to be a woman, she goes into a man's arena and starts doing men things, not even as good as men do. Hence why the WNBA is not doing it. Women's soccer is just no viewership. You know what I mean? When you watch men do incredible things like that, why would you want to watch a woman do it less better? We are amazed at women, but they just don't know how to amaze us anymore because this patriarchy, this man's world has gotten us so dumbed down that we have no time for creativity, no time for compassion and beauty anymore. And that's what the woman brings to the table: support, beauty, desire, you know? Anyways, yo, I just had to say this, yo. And if you're watching sports right now, if you're an avid sports watcher, you got to let that go because you're just making it harder for the rest of us to get free. You're making it harder for yourself to get free. And you're just paying people's bills, man. They're already rich. They don't need your money. Okay? It's games, people. It's masterpiece right here. And I'm saying stop supporting these athletes because all they do is play games. Games. They're not down for no causes. And even if they are down, once they say something about it and they get threatened, they bitch up and shut up. So it's not real men that we're aspiring to. They're game players. They're soft. You've seen basketball people. You've seen basketball scraps. That's soft. I could beat up some NBA players with those punches they be throwing. I'll go up in there and just, these NBA players with their swatting like little bitches, man. Like, come on. They have too much money. They have too much to lose. They're not men. They're not men no more, okay? What happened to Iverson? What happened to Kobe? You know what I'm saying? These are the real dudes, okay? Anyways, I'm out of here. I just want to say it's masterpiece once again. I'm going to go do my thing. I'm not watching no sports. I'm not supporting that bullshit. The homosexual act. I'm not watching a bunch of men play games. If I want to watch a bunch of people, I'm going to watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show or something like that, all right? I'm not watching a bunch of men sweat, rub each other, play games for millions of dollars while you get broker paying for your cable TV and they get richer because you're watching them. Anyways, yo, got to be done. Wake up, people. There's more to life than just sports and burgers and politics. All right, yo. Peace.